Alright, here we go. Ooh, get this webcam up here. Oh, man. My hair is mega fluffed right now. I wasn't expecting that because it's still a little bit damp. Anyway, I don't think I have too much to say right now. Let's go ahead and just start getting this game going. Let's switch over to this boy. There we go. Did I stop in the middle of a day yesterday? I feel like I did. I feel like I had started the day going. Because the end of day 6 ate up more time than I expected. Oh, I remember.
Traces of the
There's another Find
supernatural
My
reveal
Sister quest.
themselves more often than intelligent.
But I did fix my reputation problem. At least until it starts bottoming out again. Which may or may not happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. That's right. I found the Bachelor. He's doing his so this because this is loud. The Bachelor is doing, I don't know if you remember the like word puzzle with the 3 executors where one's lying, one's telling the truth, and one's 50-50. He's doing that job right now. And he's having me do something for him. Let's reread the... Okay, wait, I forgot I need to see. Yeah, I'm working for the Inquisitor so that she doesn't execute me. I think Bachelor won't talk to me.
This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
Okay. Let's see, because I think that there were follow-up jobs with Bachelor that I didn't do. So let's see. So you did wiggle your way out of it, didn't you? I need to ask you an intimate question. Be honest. I'll find out eventually anyway. I'd just rather hear it from you. If that was supposed to frighten me, it didn't. It's not like you're ever going to think anything good of me, no matter what you hear and from whom. Listen up, Plague Girl. A matter of utmost importance is about to go to the dogs. This is why I'll trade my frankness for an executor's mask. Oh, well, that's what I can do with a mask. Hey, Septopus. One of these? The very thing. Are you surprised? Not in the slightest. It'll fit you well. So, you want to ask about something sensitive. Tell me what led you Tell me what led to your being sent here. That's right. So the job is to find out why Block, Bachelor, and the Inquisitor, who sent them here, and see if it's a coordinated effort. Which, if I remember, Bachelor mostly did it on his own accord. He did it for research purposes. He was invited by Simon. I can't remember if Isidore or Simon invited him. I think it was Simon. I'm making no secret of that now. I can barely stop myself from grabbing passers by their collars and torturing them with my terrible tale. Do you think the powers that be knew all along that the town was doomed? No. The powers that be are anxious to save the town. That's what matters to them. Even though they've sent me on this blasphemous mission, couched in charitable rhetoric. But I'm going to make them sorry for being so Jesuit about it, especially with Aglaia insisting that the town can't be saved. Indeed? Why not? This town is a most unfortunate synthesis of irreconcilable opposites. They're gnawing at each other, coupled forcibly by an extraneous will, like the two of the same pole of a magnet. Spirit can't be contained by everyday life matter. The town may have nurtured a miracle into existence, but it must be released now. And here, as you can see, Aglaia is right. And what are her instructions? I don't know, but I can give you a tip. She's been surprisingly forthright with the Haruspix. Ask him. Perhaps he'll share her confessions with you. I don't suppose the feelings have been mutual. And where is the Haruspix now? Murdering. I met him an hour ago. He was on his way to the termitary, specifically to its short block. Well, here's hoping he's still alive. Okay. Barach is onto some dirty work in the termitary. With the number of dead bodies in there, I'm sure he is thriving. However, he knows something about the Inquisitor, something even the Bachelor is oblivious of. I need to find him. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's a rat. I forgot that I did that and just left a rat on the floor. So, listen to the rain. Okay, so I got a few things to do. I don't know if I'll be finding my sister again. Especially because I didn't get anything for it last time. I wonder, maybe it's something where each time I find my sister, like if I don't break the chain, it keeps going and then eventually pays off. I kind of doubt it. Okay, I need to bring a gun to the worm. And I need to go to short block. And I think... Yeah, were you not here when I found her? Or, I mean, I don't know. Aglaya says that I'm schizo. So she could just be a hallucination. Yeah. So, let's go to the worm first. Oh, is my reputation dropping again? I'm watching it. It must be. I don't know why else it would be up on the screen. Shit. I'm paying attention to watch to see if it ticks down. I'm not seeing it tick down. I actually do want some more lockpicks. Because I might have to go back to being a criminal. I'd like to avoid being a criminal. Although it was fairly profitable. Yeah, it just dropped down. Shit. Okay. New battle plan. So we're gonna go to the worm, and then we're gonna hit up every butchery in town and stock up on meat before something goes really bad. Also, let me check my adherence real quick. Okay. And, we do have one sick person in town. I have a feeling I'm going to be happy to have Meterum. Okay, well, I definitely want those. The question is, do I want more Meterum? Meterum sells well, and it'll be a good boost for my reputation if it falls apart. I want bullets. What's this in total? 7. Wham. Hopefully me choosing to go to the worm first will not be a mistake I regret. Because if I drop below 50% reputation, store owners are going to stop bartering with me. They're going to kick me out of their stores. I mean, I have tons of Meterum, which I can give to the dying. And that'll give me a good boost. But, not something I want to rely on. Well, I'm kind of already there on my way to the worm. I can't get taken over by indecisiveness. I have tons of coffee still, right? Let's see. Drugs, rations. Yeah, I still got a good amount of coffee. Because I'm a little bit worried about my exhaustion. Just a little bit. Oh, I'm like way off this way. Wandering in these open fields like this can be pretty rough. It's really easy to lose your sense of direction. That's a thing that, you know, in real life too, a lot of people don't account for, is wandering a big open field can be really dangerous. When you just have no points of reference, it's really easy to get lost. Approach to the marsh. Almost there. I get some bad feeling that this meeting is gonna go really sour. I think some worm's gonna try and cast a spell on me or something. They know step juju. Alright. Daniil Dankovsky said you wanted a sawn-off shotgun. Bodo's vein is getting colder. Mother Suok is covering us with her skin. The Bachelor asked me to give this to you. You did want a weapon, right? I don't know how to fire it, but it'll be useful anyhow. Yes, and may every bullet hit its mark. Thank you. Have some blades. Good tight blades they are. See those gnarly white roots? Them's the proper stuff. Make yourself some Twirin. Sweet, thick, smoky. I don't really know if I should. Okay, so he gave me a shitload of Twira. It's done. Let's go back to the Bachelor. Alright. What an odd side quest. Okay, so there's no butchers here. This is a butcher, this is a butcher. So we'll hit this one, go to the theater, hit this butcher. There's 2 butchers in this plague district, so that's gonna suck. But we'll be fine. I've been stockpiling drugs ever since I realized at any point in time I could just get kicked out of any store from my twin going around and ruining my reputation. And Haruspix isn't too far from the 2 butchers I want to visit. And going through a plague district means maybe I can do some miracle working and raise my reputation that way. And by miracle work, I mean give a bunch of opium to sick people. Is there a way? There's a break in the fence here, right? Yeah. Let's go say hi to the younger while we're passing through. Anything of interest?
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
Okay, nothing of interest here. Don't mind my plague. It's only making it really hard to see. I don't have any razors to trade, do I? No, I have a bunch of Twirin. Not that he has anything. And I want to hold on to the Twirin. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to give a whole bunch of alcohol to Peter at some point. Maybe not. Oh. You choose the wrong dialogues. Okay, nothing from you. Okay, the butchery's right over there. Good drugs. Actually, here we go. There's 7. Even if I don't end up using all these drugs, I can barter these for a lot of money. And bandages. I've actually been hurting for bandages for a bit. This campaign has not been kind to the Changeling. To the poor gypsy girl. I'm really worried. I'm going to go into the butchery, and inflation is going to be off the charts. I'm afraid I won't even be able to afford any food. Okay. Oh, it's actually not too bad. These are pretty good prices. I don't need the crackers. Okay. Stocking up on food. Yeah, these are really good prices actually for this time. What's up with that? I wonder... I'm curious now about the inflation mechanic in this game. And how it works. Because I figured it's just scripted. You know, because I think it even changes on certain hours. I.e., meat may be more expensive at night than it was during the day. Oh, prices drop when the Inquisitor arrives? I knew prices dropped when the military arrives. I must have just never noticed that. Well, this is an excellent time to stock up on food then. I'm a little bit of a walking medicine chest right now too. Or not as much as I've been, but I got a good amount of drugs to barter with if I need to. Nothing. When you go, only in Eastern Europe will you go to the butchery, go to the counter and they have nothing. This is like the Monty Python cheese shop. Cheese. Alright. Okay, so let's make our way over to this butchery and say hi to the Haruspics. Oh, wait. I completely forgot about the theater. Let's go do that. I'm just thinking if it's worth cutting through the Plague District. Probably not. Probably not worth risking it. Since Changeling always knows where the plague is, it's pretty convenient for me to just walk around it. I think my immunity just went back to 50.
What is there to talk about now?
Well, I've given the weapon to that bogey. Good. Fortunate in every respect. That weapon keeps jamming anyway, and it's next to impossible to fire it and hit anything. So I suppose everyone will be contented in the end. What do you say? Something phlegmy. Are you sure it was the right gatherer? Their faces are so alike, if you can call them faces. Fronts of their heads. It was the one. No mistake. Oh, hey. Hey, Minvan. All right. Do you need money? I could use some. 5K for that errand? I'm suspicious now. I know the racism from that one. You know, the fronts of their heads. They all look the same to me. If only they killed one another sooner, the time will come when both of them will cause their greatest evil and pull my true fate away from me. Oh, I know a little bit of Sven. I'm very out of practice, though. Yeah, there's no way I could hold up a conversation. I mean, the best I could probably pull off is ask for direction to the Leafs Meadow Spaden, you know? And even then, my pronunciation's probably ass. Yeah, but not much opportunity to practice where I live, so. Oh, we got a lot of bartering opportunities here. But I don't think that the older kids ever have the good drugs. Just trying to keep a decent balance of what I'm bartering with. You asked 7. Okay. Well, I would imagine Norwegian. I didn't know that Danish was so close. And then I don't know how easy of a transition it is to caveman Icelandic. All right. So we're going to go along the river here through the Plague District. And we'll pass by one butchery. Yeah, Icelandic is pretty, well, to my understanding, it's old, is what it is. Oh. From everything I know, Icelandic is almost like speaking Middle English. You'll understand the words, but not what they mean. Cut through the back. I hate this district. I feel like it's always plagued. Yeah. Okay. Butcher's right ahead. Stick to the sidewalk. Game juking me like that? That was cheap. Get out. Oh. Wrong door. No, this guy is selling his milk. I'll buy the milk, damn it. I'm gonna drink that damn milk. Lemons. good for everything but hunger. Okay, eat my food. That may have been a mistake to eat a bunch of lemons. Whoa. Let me just reload that. Okay. Game playing with me. Alright. Short block. Is short block going to be locked? It's not. And the Haruspix is just here. Let's actually save. I haven't saved today. Before I mung it up.
They could have sent Herman off instead of her. Word is he's heartless.
I assume there's no actual pronunciation difference. Oh wait, they don't umlaut A on Ven. That seems like a weird choice. Anyway. Help me out, will you, Clara? I'll probably have to, one way or another. Why am I doing chores for all my rivals right now? I promised to help a certain poor family. They gave me shelter once. Now I want to correct at least some of the wrongs inflicted upon them by the Bachelor. What? The Bachelor wronged them? Does it sound crazy to you? Why on earth? It shouldn't. After the raid, he had promised to get their father out of jail. But I suppose he then had more important business to attend to. I remember that. I remember not getting enough money to actually do that job. The man died in custody along with dozens of other innocents. And how are you planning to help them? Give them these 5 vials, will you? They're an extract of... well, you don't need to know. You see, I can't leave this place. I think I now have a chance to create my panacea before the day ends. Where do these people live? I don't know, but they were supposed to come to my cellar. They're probably waiting for me there right now. Alright, give me the files. Okay, we gotta take it to his spooky lab. Alright. The Haruspix is keen to destroy the Bachelor. Now this is convenient, even though petty mischiefs like these are hardly a test of my power. I must supply the head of the family mistreated by the Bachelor with 5 flasks of Twirin. Bunch of Twirin.
What was that? I must be seeing things.
Yeah, I know that they drop, Norwegian still has the ring A, right? I'm pretty sure it does. That open mouth A. In words like, Glasurgen. I need to talk to you. Wait, time enough. Tell me, the executors do have free passage to the closed districts, don't they? They all have it? Do you need the executor's cloak? How did you know? I just did. Take it. And now answer my questions. What did you want to ask me? Look at me. What did the Inquisitor tell you? You and your questions. I just can't... I can't just go and reveal other people's secrets, especially not to you. I'm only interested in one thing. Those who sent her. What do they want? Ah, well, there's an underhanded game going on there. The powers that be are playing everyone at once, killing several birds with one stone. For every single thing that misfires, they have a backup plan. They turn every failure to their advantage. This woman is one of those stones. It doesn't matter what the stone hits. Those are just her suspicions, though. I might even say her epiphanies. Yeah, or I didn't know for river though. I knew or for island. It's killer. We had a really icy October and it's warmed up a little bit. So, Aglaila Lilith was a stone they threw right at the town. The powers gave her hypocritical orders. They need this town with all the warts that have grown upon it. They're interested precisely in this living mutant. But to preserve all of it is a task as immoral as it is impossible, which is why they're discussing this objective as something else. In short, they utter one command and imply another. Why is preserving the town amoral and impossible? Not the town. The town proper ought to be saved all right. But in their parlance, the town means this entire order of things. This pump that sucks half humans out of the ground, who then feed on children to that horrible tower over there. The envoy thinks this system is doomed, hence the ongoing disaster. Oh, you mean like Helveta? I mean, I always studied any Swedish like to actually speak it, not for to say silly words online. So, any Swedish I know is very bookish. And so the Inquisitor is going to defy her orders and cut into the town's living flesh. Seems like it, sort of. But I'm not entitled to an opinion here. And what about the commander? Did she talk about him? What commander? Commander who? I see. No further questions. I know everything now. I can return to my father now. He's waiting in the rod. Okay, we're not too far off. Okay. So we want to hit up the butchery by here before I say hi to my dear old adopted father. Stick to sidewalks. Well, there is no food in town. Is that a fairly frequent one? Cut through here. Edu dummy huvet. Jeez. I want to look over at the chat, but I'm also in a plague district right now, so I'm kind of paranoid. Okay. Oh, father.
They say hitting hard is a good enough start.
What a phrase. I fulfilled your request. I don't need to be retold what the others had to say. I'd like to hear it in your own words. Well, it's super truncated. Yeah, that's something that any Swedish I know would completely break down as soon as I had a conversation because of those natural truncations and, you know, sort of contractions that people do. The town is doomed, Father. It's been doomed since the very beginning. The very beginning. This town is several hundred years old, and if we include the kin settlement, might date all the way back to the creation of the world. At least for as long as it's had its present shape. Its development was gradual. That is the key to all that has happened. Each new addition grew out of one before it, like branches on a tree. The fruit was too heavy. It broke the tree. The Inquisitor is convinced that it's unnatural. Yeah, well, and that's my problem when you live in Southern or Northern California. You don't get a lot of practice with spoken Swedish. I did what I could for a while, listening to like simplified news, but it's only so much if you put in so much effort, you know. An unnatural town, yet embodies the entirety of the logic of human existence. Its animality evolved into its humanity, and its humanity gave birth to its superhumanness. A desire for miracles, an endeavor to achieve the impossible, are inherent to humans, however ugly the particular form they might take. Who can dare deprive humans of a dream? Have I answered your question, Father? Just moved to Sweden, bro. I looked into it for a while, and I wound up not. It took more to transfer my engineering degree than I'd like it to. You have to get too many backers and stuff like that. Yes, spare me your formulas. I will answer your questions candidly and without prejudice. Everything is seemingly self-evident anyway. War crimes and crimes against the state are the only kinds of crime that warrant the death penalty without the need to worry about a possible judicial error. Why do you blame yourself for what's happened here? If anyone is to blame for it all turning out this way, it's me. The ruler is always responsible for the suffering of the populace. I bear no blame for the outbreak of the epidemic, but the blame for the devastation it has wrought upon our town is mine and mine alone. A force like that is impossible to oppose. You may convict me now and hand me over to the Inquisitor. Katerina and I took counsel last night. We had foreseen this outcome. Yet my wife believes that you'll gain much more if you keep us alive for now. You will soon need people who are prepared to die. What? Have you talked to Katerina yet? Talk to her. She bears you no ill will, and now her goodwill is no longer muddled with considerations of either power or duty. We are both prepared to die. And another thing, the rod is open to you just as before. Goodbye. I'll tell the Inquisitor of all that I've heard here. What do you even care? It was an interest of mine. Yeah, Moomin. I just always want to understand Moomin Troller in its native language. No, just general long-term interest. Also, growing up in the desert, blasted Arctic wasteland is something that is a nice change of scenery from blasted desert landscape. All right. The hardest is yet to come. What is Katerina going to say to me? I can still hear her mother after she has rejected me. Do I study any other... I've considered lately picking up Russian just for, like, literary sake, not for communicative reasons. Just, Russians write some base lit. And having a better understanding of the mother language that they come from helps to understand things a bit more. Even if I'm not reading everything in the original Russian. Listen, I don't speak acrylic. By the way, we got a little bit Nietzschean here. According to Alexander. That we've,
Bachelor will be helping the Inquisitor now.
We've reached the point of the Ubermensch, and therefore we're doomed. What are you going to tell me now? Have you talked to the Inquisitor? I've heard she cleared you of all charges. Yes, for some reason it didn't take her long to stop doubting my innocence. Well, the tide has turned. The Saburovs have been stripped of power. When one falls from a great height, one cannot but fall to one's death. Oof. Choking. I'm gonna die. We've been given very little time to transfer our power. Both the power of the sword and the power of the spirit. What now? Now, you will be my envoy to Maria Kaina. I really want to call it Kaina. With the feminine ending instead of Cain. Tell Maria that I'm abdicating from my throne as a mistress and bequeathing my position to another. Find out from her what Simon is saying about my successor at the Mistress of the Humble. She will not dare lie. Maria, she'll tear me to pieces. Have I been to IKEA? Yeah, I've been to an IKEA. We got IKEAs. I mean, I'm in an apartment. I have to go to IKEA. I don't have another option. She will not dare. She'll know who I'm referring to. She has been studying you from afar for a long time now. An act like that would shake the foundations of our little cosmos. The balance between the three nodes must be maintained. She won't dare upset it. But who was the Sabarov mistress before you? There was one. Don't ask for her name. Go now. Don't you dare hesitate. This is an issue I cannot resolve on my own. Fear nothing. I'll ask her. Just go live in an IKEA, learn the language. How many people move to Sweden and then are just masters of furniture? A boneless Bass Pro Shop. Kinda. IKEA should sell more guns. Once again, I have to visit Maria. I'm no longer afraid, for I feel that her and Capella are soon to become the only ones alive who will share in my all-encompassing loneliness. Or was it an end such as this chosen by Katerina? Wouldn't know. Yeah. Yeah, I've had some Ven food. Okay, so this is a butcher. I think this is the last butcher in town. Because this is an apparel store. I was just thinking, yeah, I've had Sven food. I've had fish and potatoes. Wrong door. Concerning fish, let's get the fresh fish. Let's look at these hazelnuts. They're probably super cheap. Yeah. They're not worth eating, but... Okay, so let's go ahead and... Okay, we're gonna hold on to that fresh fish. Oh, wait, oh! So there's still one more butcher. I had forgotten about this one. I just saw a butcher and I was like, okay. There's the last one. So there's one more butcher down this way, closer to Aspides. Yeah, if I move to Sweden, I'm gonna go full balls deep and go to like Laplander land. Get deep in that cold. Here's a butchery. Hey, this guy's actually got stuff. That's a decent haul. Okay. My reputation will keep dropping. So side quest with the Haruspics over here. Concerning Russian Lit, I said I was going to do it on Monday, and then I didn't. I need to get a hold of a copy of War and Peace, at least the first book. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. Fuck roads, get snowmobiles. and only eat like reindeer. And then LARP doomsday scenarios. Okay, in the description it said his basement, but I think that's just for flavor. Unless there was a hidden room in the evil lab the whole time and I never knew it. Anyone down here? Okay, we got a family. I brought you alcohol. I've heard all manner of things about you. I've been sent by Barach. Who's that? Don't you know? The Haruspics? I see. What did he say? It doesn't work out? He asked me to give you these files. So there are still honest people. Not everything is lost in this world, then. Yeah, it takes all sorts. Bye. Well, that was curious. I can go back to Haruspics. Yeah, well, I don't know about militaristic. I know that Sweden does have several where they do like post-apoc LARP groups where they'll load together or weld together a bunch of tin roofing to make bases. Yeah, I need to, because I might be getting back into doing medieval combat soon. Take that to Sweden, where they take it more seriously. Although, in general, all across Europe, they take it more seriously. People just want to LARP with wooden swords in the US. And say no push kicking. Okay, so cut through like that. Well, I'm not talking about LARPing. I'm talking about for, like, sport. I'm not interested in LARPing it. I'm interested in doing more heavy armor combat stuff. Like, what's it? Is it HEMA in Sweden? Is the big one? Hey, friend. Oh, is HEMA USA? I see a rat coming. Oh, score. Howdy. Hope you guys don't mind. I got this rat following me. Okay. I'm not gonna deal with the second rat. Reload that. Okay. I did the job for you, Haruspics.
The wound hurts.
I've given them the files. So this man, is he alive and well? They thanked you, called you a benefactor. Despawn no rats. Maybe if I come back to this game, I'll do a Iron Man run. We'll do a you can only say. Well, I guess we'll just play Pathologic too, and only save in the homes of Bound. At first I thought you were an evil spirit, and you, turns out, really go around helping people. Here, take this. It's for you. Thank you, you're not as bad as I thought either. More money. Now, I'm really suspicious. I'm getting a lot of money right now. If only they had killed one another. Or this one. Oh, it's the same thing. If only they had killed one another sooner. I think something bad's gonna happen to me. I think that's why it's giving me as much money as it is. Well, money is cool, but I don't know if you've noticed. Money's not very useful if there's nothing to buy. And that's a problem right now. And also my reputation is dropping, so I might have to become a murderer again. And just start killing innocent civilians for food. Okay, so I need to go back to the Inquisitor. Yeah, I've bought all the food in every butchery in town. I'm gonna get this rat. I'm putting this rat in my pocket. Sounds like a communist problem? Yeah, well, shit, the rat saw me. We are kind of like in an East Bloc city. This place reeks of Holodomor. Ukraine. Plus plague. Yeah, and in this game, it does suffer from hyperinflation. So even passing hour by hour, sometimes food prices go up. The price of food recently went down because the Inquisitor came to town. Ukraine's pretty based, I won't lie. There's also a problem with, I guess they've sort of formed a cult of arsonists who are just going around Molotoving buildings. And I think in 2 days the military is going to get involved. And wherever I go, it's just going to sound like constant gunfire. I miss gunfire ASMR. But we'll get back to it soon enough. That's just my plague. Don't mind me. Alright. I'm slightly worried that I'm going to be done with all the jobs for the day right now. Hey, no lie, I mean, I sleep to the sounds of people using guns. Five and five. Why is this not? Oh, because my inventory's full. That's fine. Tourniquets suck anyway. Yeah, put on some forgotten weapons. Listen to a Luger get test fired. Sleep to that. Did you find the doppelganger today? No, I haven't started looking. I was hoping that I'd get a letter or something that would at least tip me off. So I've put it off. Let's get more bullets, because bullets are good. That's a total of 6. I want to maintain these slots so that I can keep collecting them as I wander. keep getting drugs from that kid until I get some other things that he's willing to trade for. Otherwise, I'll be overspending. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that I'll be spending the rest of this day checking house to house trying to find my doppelganger. Oh man, she's got bank. Okay, so 6, 7, and then 12. There we go. Yeah, I got so much. I got 15. Okay, maybe I can stop getting the monomycenium. I think 15 is going to be enough. That might get me through the rest of the game. Till I get robbed or something. Okay. So currently this district is looted. So I got my Derringer ready. Oh wait, I need to speak to Maria. I get a bad feeling about going to speak to Maria, though. I feel like Katarina's setting me up. I really don't trust Katarina right now. I've never had good reason to trust Maria.
There's more life in me that can be lived.
Katarina has asked me to tell you that she's abdicating from her throne as a mistress. Is she? That has long been overdue. An event like this means the Inquisitor's arrival was worth the wait indeed. In whose favor? Certainly not yours, Maria. God, do you really think I would claim the mantle of the Mistress of the Humble? That's a role better suited for you. You do talk to Simon, don't you? Ask him if he agrees with you there. You're a funny girl. He doesn't exactly appear before me in the mirror, you know. It's only in scary tales that spirits talk in hollow voices from under the ground. But here's the good news for you. Simon really can testify about the Mistress of the Humble. How? Just like that. You see? It's strange that Simon is still alive, diffused, as it were, within the town itself. We can feel his presence. He claims it's you who are making this possible. How can he if he doesn't speak? We're all busy thinking now how to reassemble his spirit, particle by particle, saturate it with life. Then he'll say more. Off you go, girl. We won't hurt you anymore, what with Aglia's orders to. All right. I'll soon start speaking to you as an equal. Don't celebrate just yet. This town has another mistress in the making. She may be a mere tot now, but I'm already more inclined to reckon with her than with you. Ask Capella the same thing you asked me. Ask her who Victoria wants to see replace Katarina. I'll do just that. Okay, it's time to see Capella. I wouldn't say I didn't see it coming. Sooner or later, everything comes to a head. Is it too late now to step away from this path? For me, it is. The road goes all the way downhill, and I am moving at such a speed that, were I to stop, I would break apart. All right, so let's make our way to the lump. This day has been pretty smooth. Nothing too crazy happening. Health is hurting a little bit. Oh, it's 8 p.m. too. When did it get to be 8? Oh, unless I get some sort of hint as to where my sister is. I might not even be able to find her. I might not have enough time to check all these buildings. But yeah, without a hint as to where to start looking for my sister, I don't know if I could find her. I mean, the only information I have is Plague District, and I believe that there's currently 4 Plague Districts right now. Whoa. me just unload that just in case. Coming right out of the Plague District. Yeah, and then add to that the fact that she can be on, theoretically, any floor of a building. I don't know what I would do to search for her. It's pretty rough. I mean, I might give it a shot, at least until midnight, sort of thing. Because, what else? Albeit it'll be pretty damaging to my health.
After seeing Haru's books, she went back to her chamber and ordered not to disturb her. Wow.
Tell me, you do speak with your mother, don't you? Maria's asking who Victoria would like to see as the new mistress. No, I do not speak with her. My powers aren't strong enough for that yet. But Mother talks to me sometimes. Has she ever spoken to the future mistress of the humble? Of the mistress of the earth? No. Mom did hint that, owing to you, Simon survives and is regaining life. Do you hear me? This means Katerina must name you as her successor. Is she relinquishing power? Yes, she is. At any rate, nothing is going to happen while Katerina is alive. It's not a throne. One cannot sign away the spirit to someone else, but it probably won't be long. Let's just hope she doesn't get you mixed up and accidentally hand her lyre over to your dark sister. She won't make that mistake. I can vouch for that. How unexpected. It was but a moment ago that I trembled in anticipation of Capel's decision. I was afraid I would have to wear this fearsome crown, but I am no longer afraid. She told me that something halted my descent. I'm at the crossroads again. So, I think all we have left to do is go see Aglaya, say hi to her, and I think we're done for the day, and we can think about searching plagued houses. Just want to make sure that I haven't gotten a letter. Yeah, because all it is this is an exact duplicate of the previous one in the text. Just infected district is the place to search. Well, we got plenty of them. And I searched one building. I searched, I think, a building here. I'm not sure which one. I think it was this one. I mean, maybe if lucky, she is in each district. That's possible. That would make sense. Then theoretically, I would only have to choose the district with the least number of houses. Stick to the sidewalk to avoid some plague. The only problem with sticking to the sidewalks is sometimes you get hung up on curbs. I don't know if it's after certain hours of sleep. I feel like it's scripted to times of day. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Okay, this district is currently looted. He's playing distracted. So I don't know if I'm even to expect a letter from my sister. I somehow think the rat got killed. No, I got two behind me and a third one right here. We'll just ignore them. All right.
Have you met a courier on the way?
So you're representing the law. Then I'd like to ask you a question which has been weighing on my mind for days. Go ahead and ask. As you can see, I'm being very nice to you for now. Not merely satisfying your curiosity, but going as far as to try and preempt it. Why am I being hounded as a thief? What does it mean? It means that this is your nature. It means that this is your preordainment. As to what exactly it is that you've stolen, that's just the question I'm trying to find the answer to. What kind of a theft can possibly upturn the very foundations of existence? It's no wonder that the law is after you. You are a great criminal indeed. Is that why my bound are, by and large, all criminals? Your bound are no mere criminals. They are wicked to a rare degree. That is because they've broken the law. They are to blame for all the evil that has flooded into the world. But is anyone who breaks it necessarily a monster and a fiend? I'm talking about myself here. We're inherently evil, Clara. Evil is what defines human nature. An attempt at self-discovery is a provocation. Don't make the mistake that your doomed counterparts are making now. Stand down. We're getting a little bit Leviathan over here. The Bachelor and Haruspix, how are they my counterparts? Yes, they're hopeless. The issue is moot in their case. They never had an alternative, having never reached the degree of complexity. While you had the misfortune to reach it. That is your curse. Stand down before it's too late. What they can be forgiven for, you can't be. No, I won't leave. I'm staying. You still have time. I'm going to use you in my experiments, you see. I know who we all really are, while some, including your counterparts, don't know yet. I'm going to watch you tread the same path. If I'm guessing correctly, you really have those abilities, this place won't forgive you for it. Neither will I. Be my guest, They're not my counterparts. They are homunculi, demons, notwithstanding their human shape. Don't equate me with them. I'm not afraid. Okay, got more dialogues.
I wonder, who is standing before me? Do you know the answer?
Do you know who the powers that be are? You don't need to know that. The powers that be are those who sent me and the Bachelor here, along with one more queen piece, a proud rider on a fire-breathing steed. He's already near. You'll meet him yet. I know already. I guess I can continue that. Oh,
Premonitions rarely fail me.
I guess that closes it off. But I do already know about Block, so I'll assume she didn't say anything of interest. Why do you have so little regard for the Saburovs? Because I don't like presumptuous fools. Human lives are valuable to me. To this day, I've been paying for my kind-heartedness. You shouldn't blame them. They did what they believed to be their duty. Just want to make sure.
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
I have proof that I'm not who I've been mistaken for. I have performed a miracle. Yesterday, I cleansed the Atrium district, the one that borders on the cathedral. Go and see for yourself. That could be a simple coincidence. So you don't believe me. This information needs to be thoroughly checked. If it is indeed the way you describe it, and you're capable of cleansing districts one at a time, I suppose I might even reward you for such feats. Test me. You'll see that I'm telling the truth. This is where my sister's going to be. Or at least I think so. I think for finding my sister, there was a follow-up dialogue for this day.
No need to rush. The matter requires composure and self-possession.
Alright, my health is very low. Let's eat some bandages. Let's actually have this, since it does take up a slot. And I can't even get more if I wanted, since they don't stack. So I guess I get a cash reward the following day every time I find my sister. So maybe she's in each district. Ah, maybe my sister appears in each of the plague districts, and for each one that I can find, I get a cash prize. I think that's the deal here. Okay. Now the question is how do I actually close out the main quest? I think, do I have to go back to Katarina? I'm considering actually purchasing bandages. Oh, did my reputation stop dropping? I think it did. And it went way up. Yeah, that was a huge boost to my reputation. Now, I need things like bandages. I need immediate heals. I have tons of every other drug. I'm a walking pharmacy, save my lack of first aid. There we go. Oh, is that... I actually got it from the person still. That sucks. That's really obnoxious. Getting hung up the way I did. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. So I'm pretty sure, I don't entirely know, but I think I'm supposed to go back to Katarina. It's not very, straightforward. Yeah, I think so. Or Alexander. I think I need to tell them the decision of, Victoria and Maria. I think I actually have a bunch of empty bottles that need to be filled. That's quite a bit. So I have a decent guess as to how searching for my sister works. And I wouldn't be surprised if I can even find her multiple times in the same day. But... yeah, it's really too bad that plagued houses don't give that good of stuff. And my real fear, because I'm such a walking pharmacy right now, isn't that I'll run out of medication to deal with the plague. More so that I'll run out of health from taking too many meds. For a tourniquet? I'll take it. Might use it right away, though. Bunch of tourniquets. Tourniquets generally are overpriced. I might as well just use it, honestly. Eat the tourniquet. It'll offset the damage I'll probably take from taking meds soon enough anyway. turned over to 9 already? Yeah, it's about to turn over to 10. I can search out this area and see if I can find my doppelganger within 12 hours. I'm not too confident, though. We can give it a shot. Maybe be a little bit scummy with it, not entirely. I think it'll be a big deal in keeping my reputation up, but I'm a little bit worried on the side of health.
What?
Yeah, okay. I'm back, Katerina. I've asked about the mistress-to-be. What are they saying? They said they'd recognize my power, but not my sister's. Well, so be it. Is there something you want to ask me? Tell me, Katerina, was it of your own volition that you, the Saburovs, abetted this terrible pestilence? There's nothing to tell. Everything is clear. I never had the power. I'm not a true mistress. I lied. But not for gain. Merely because I wanted so much to be like them. No, wishing for a miracle is not enough to become a miracle worker. Thank goodness you aren't my natural daughter. That's not your fault. It is. I know it is. I know it for sure now. I lied. And was lied to. This rat prophet, the creature from my dreams, was the spawn of my lies. So, there. I have betrayed everyone's trust. I must go. What can I say? I'll tell you just one thing. Trust me on it if you can trust me at all anymore. Leave me and my husband alive for a while. We won't last long anyway. We'll be useful to you in the end. How? You're going to need a bound following. People whose entire inner nature, whose blood, cells, hearts, and livers will acknowledge that they've lived a bad, sinful life, and that only with an act of sacrifice will they be able to atone for the evil they have committed. You know it's for reals when you feel it in your liver. Why? I believe in you. Saving people is your calling. Yes, you've been a bringer of death. But isn't it true that sometimes to save is to release? For this world, healing is death. Such is the logic of the law. The disease is treating the sore upon the world. You're a mistress, have no doubt of that. Rule wisely, and farewell. Tell the Inquisitor of what I've heard here. I gotta run back to the Inquisitor. There. Now I saw them. I never expected to see anything of this kind in the rod. What am I going to say to Aglaya? I should make a decision on my way to the cathedral. Yeah, I really might not have time to... But... there's the reveal. Katerina was never a mistress. Katerina was bullshitting and is just a morphine addict. Now we know. There was never a third mistress. Okay, so that's 10 p.m. It'll be at least 10:30 by the time I get back to the cathedral. If I'm lucky, I'll have an hour to search houses. But yeah, really stocking me up on money, which makes me worry that money's gonna become very useless to me soon. Things I need. him all the way over there. I'm on a schedule. I don't got time for this guy. Let's just unload him. Yeah, pop it. There we go. We'll just ignore that arsonist lighting that police officer on fire. All right.
No, no need to rush. The matter requires composure and self-possession.
I fulfilled the task you gave me. Of course you have. I'll tell you a little secret. There was no way you could have failed at it. How's that possible? My dear child, no matter what you did, I would draw the correct conclusions. No one's taken your freedom away from you. You can refuse if you like. You can attempt to escape. And even if you succeed at it, it won't mean defeat. All I want is to understand your role in the world. So what happens now? I'm going to give you 3 tests. I'm going to send you to the 3 grimmest loci in this town. The foundations of the 3 pillars its mystery rests upon. 3 symbols, representing the 3 worlds it's made up of. Your encounters with each of the 3 will reveal your existence in its fullness. I don't quite understand. Don't be baffled by the oddness of the tasks I'm giving you. I'm going to watch your behavior. Just act naturally. I'll observe and draw conclusions. You've already almost completed the first of my tasks. I see. So here's my first question. What's to be done about the Sabarovs? This dollhouse family that has been audacious enough to think that they can rule over a human settlement as it's experiencing its utmost catastrophe. A family whose actions have led to the deaths of several thousand people. No, we should keep them alive. No, just don't do anything to them. They're so unhappy, and it's not their fault. They're not guilty, even if it was them who surrendered me to the slaughter. Even though they were possessed by evil, caused great harm to the place they live, seduced the others with their false truths, and condemned those who deserve to be forgiven. For all this, I will not be their judge. I will try to redress what they have done. See, I'm basically Christ.
Why are they playing me up?
Okay. We got a hidden room back here or something? Yo, I want to check this out. This is going to waste time, but I want to do it. Oh, can I jump off the balcony? Check this out. Eh, we got this great mural right here. Check this guy out. Alright. I'm even now. Alright. Reload. Listen, you can't become a saint while you're still alive. Okay, so let's rush over and try and nail as much as we can in this district and see if I can find my sister there with the hour and a half I have left over. I should have enough drugs to heal myself, should the disease really get out of hand. Was this save after the quest? It should be. Yeah, because I saved one right after because I saw that alcove. I saw the alcove and decided I want to check this out. Okay, so it's by the town hall. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 homes. And a lot of them are probably double-doored homes. This might suck. Yeah, I should be done with everything except finding my sister. These two were kind of weak. I mean, I got money out of them. They really seem to just be to eat time, though. Slowly running out of water. Being progressively less aggressive with searching rubbish bins. Alright, so we'll save right outside. Let's get methodical. We don't have a ton of time, but we'll give it our best shot. So I'll go with this group of 3 homes first. Yeah, double doors. Alright, let's go. I won't bother. Wasting my time. Loading up on drugs. I think that was morphine, which is a pretty good find. I'm considering just ignoring lemons from here on out. Okay, I guess that one doesn't work for whatever reason. Okay, it's 11. Oh, we're going through this. Get a big breath of that. Out there. We want to go this way. Where are you at, sissy? Okay. Not here. Luckily, it's only 2 stories. Not worth it when I got the cloud right on top of me. Infection's hitting critical levels. Snuck up on me. Oh, come on. Furniture is the most dangerous thing. Okay, still need to check. Okay, that's not a room. Okay, not here. And I'm on the wrong side. Let's just dash through. Be faster. I have half an hour to search. Let's hope for good luck and bump into her in here. Oh, Sissy. Sissy, where is your sorry self? I guess that plague just chose to ignore me. Some Novocaine. Okay, I got the plague pretty bad right now. Really bad plague. All I have to do is survive, and I have tons of drugs I can do when I go to bed. I'm pretty ill.
The day is over.
Day's over.
Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Alright. Well, let's go to the theater. Not before we deal with our sickness, though. So, didn't catch her this time. Let me look real quick. Oh, give me a moment. Somehow, this got popped behind. There we go. Okay. Okay, I did save outside. Couldn't remember. So let's see, can I do this immediately? Hey, that'll hold me up for now. Ooh, except for the exhaustion. Let's have 1 lemon. Just to get my exhaustion to last a little bit longer. Because I can't have it just constantly draining my health. Okay, so score. I can stay with the Saburovs. That's a change that is different from the Haruspics and Bachelor campaigns. In both those campaigns, Changeling gets kicked out of the house pretty firmly. Also, do I have... Okay, if I have it, I at least don't have it yet. Alright. Mime performance time.
I know how celestial bodies work. I know the logic of numbers.
Yes, Mom.
Solid bodies drown in water. It's a law. Life breaks into particles and is reborn again. It is a law.
Do you see now how many mysteries the Earth holds? The more terrifying the mystery, the deeper it lies, and the fewer wells can reach them.
You can trick anyone but me, the emissary of the powers that be. I know how this world had been built. I know how its life works. I know the laws it operates under. It's supposed to be very simple and proportional.
True, Mom. That's what it's supposed to be.
True, Mom. That is what it's supposed to be.
So let it be. It's not the end of the world. It's just an epidemic. It's gone out of proportion. The law will prevail. I'll restore the balance. Not all is lost. I know where the root fruit of this evil lies.
All right. So let's escape to the Sabrovs. Do we got a safe way? Yeah. The district is plagued again, though. Checking the time. We still got a decent amount of time. This was an interesting day. Going through a looted district. Didn't intend to, but it's not really a problem. I feel like this texture isn't supposed to be here. It's got the plagued walls. But I don't recall plagued walls sticking around after a place becomes looted, but maybe it's just something to do with the time of day. Gotta cover those walls in lime. And then a rat following me. Okay. Jewel cloud right around the corner. Called it. I know my vape when I see it. Okay. Let's see, do I got things that are worth putting away? I should probably just sell these boots. I don't need to have the schmouters on me. And I don't need... Maybe I'll just take the ethorphine today. Let's put the morphine away. It's kind of extra powerful. Oh no. This actually might be a decent day to take one of my morphines. I'll put the ethorphine away. Rations. Nothing here I want to get rid of. And other... Still don't know about these badges. Definitely don't want to get rid of them. Put away the white whip. I might go visit Andri, though. Let's have it out. We'll go say hi to Andri. I can get some good drugs from him, actually. Okay, so we should eat before we go to sleep. Okay, we still have fish, which is good. So let's just do our drugs and go to sleep. Do some morphine. Let's see, is that enough for this? No, not quite. Maybe that and a tourniquet. I'd like to drop my infection a little bit lower and potentially also raise my immunity before I go to sleep. Okay, so ethorphine, tourniquet, and then big risk. Can I take a gamma tablet? Did I actually take one? Yeah, I must have. And then we'll sleep. To our nap, med, sleep again. Yeah, potentially. My infection's pretty low. I might do something like that, though. Let's see where this puts me. I think I'm fine. I think it's smart to raise my immunity before I go to sleep. Army arrives tomorrow. Day 8, in which the Changeling traces it all back to the source and realizes that the town desperately needs a true mistress. We got a ton of letters, too. Or, I guess, just 2. I saw her in a dream once again, and although she was covering her face with her hands, I saw that her lips were oozing blood. I saw blood trickling from beneath her eyelids and glittering in the cracks of her desiccated palms. This game is really making me think about Dune. Between getting messages from your ancestors, bleeding lips, Ubermensches. This game's too Dune. Should stop. Dune sucks. I heard her mumble through her fingers. This is not the crowd that seeks me now. Not these mindlessly fervent people I came to love so much. Not them. But 2 demons. 2 destroyers. Armed to their teeth and devoid of human compassion. They hate me even more than they loathe each other. They want nothing more than my death. They will capture me. Make me an object of trade. They'll pay generously in silver and blood to learn where I am and tear me limb from limb. The names of these demons are Artemy, spawned by the heat of the earth, and Daniel, begotten by the cold celestial flame. From my window, I saw each of them bring a butcher down within the flaming Suach ring. They are fighting each other now, but neither will win the fight. The Bachelor's whereabouts. I know you're on your way to become the mistress of the earth. It's good that I am so well acquainted with you, since we have a lot to discuss when the time comes for us both to govern this town. To lay the basis for further negotiations, I'd like to ask a favor that a mistress may ask of another mistress. The Bachelor, the man whom I've chosen, fell victim to another man's hatred. This other man is someone we both despise, Barach the Haruspix, who is going to become a warden of the new foreman soon. This cohort of butchers and blood-crazed worms, Barach prowls all throughout the town. They may discover the Bachelor any moment now, and the servants that I have entrusted with helping him may not be enough to rebuke the attack. Daniel is somewhere in the Backbone district, near the town hall. I'll offer you a decent reward. Maria Cana. Curious? No main yet. I might get it from Alexander, probably get it from the Inquisitor. So, little sister, same text again. Tracking down the Bachelor. I need to find the Bachelor and warn him of the danger he is in. I'll be able to find him in the house described in the letter. However, convoluted the phrasing, I will be able to figure out the location. Let's look at the letter again. Bachelor's whereabouts. So, somewhere in the Backbone district near the town hall. Okay. Ooh, is it going to be a looted one then? Interesting. Good thing I got a decent amount of bullets right now. The thing that does work... Oh, I think the bullets do what... I don't know. I don't know how good it is on looters. Alright. Well, let's talk to Alexander.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Nothing from Alexander. Let's increment a save as well. And also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 districts, because I'm pretty sure these are 2 separate districts. I have a feeling if she is in one district, it would have been this one. Because this one has been plagued 2 days in a row. Maybe she's still there. A curious thought. Maybe there's something unique that goes on as Changeling. Where if a plague doesn't leave a district, it's because your sister's there. And once I speak to her, she'll move on.
Matchmakers are coming, trying to woo me.
Have you forgotten something? We've just discussed all there was to discuss. I don't remember that. When was it? Just now? Really? I'm not used to that denial one. almost walk right into I even called that one out on my way in. Could you imagine? Well, since I kind of need to pass through that looted district, let's check a house or two. I have 20 bullets. Oh, a letter. Where's the Haruspics? Ah. This is to inform you that the conflict between Artemy Barach and Bachelor Denkovsky has escalated out of proportion. It is as though they have made a decision to challenge each other. Situation is fraught with negative consequences. Blood will be spilled. The Bachelor knows no remorse. He is preparing for an offensive maneuver somewhere in the Backbone District. The Haruspics is working somewhere in the Skinner's District right now. I believe, is Skinner's plagued right now? Or I think it's looted, actually. As far as I can see from the latest reports, he is likely to be found in one of the double houses. Wow, a clue? Could you imagine that? By the way, I think Skinner's District is almost all double houses. You must reach him in time to warn him, so that he's able to relocate at once. We'll reward you handsomely for that. The lockdown districts are dangerous. There are robbers and looters on the loose. However, I'm confident that no bandit survived in the house Barach has chosen. Besides, there is a cohort of the kin people at his side now. The Bachelor has his own posse, however, so you must hurry. Aglaila Lilith, Government Inquisitor. So now there's a clue that could lead me to where the Bachelor is. Is the Bachelor maybe in a house that has no looters in it? We can try that out. So let's see. So, by somewhere near, it could be any of these sort of houses in the radius. Luckily, there's not a lot of houses to check. So we'll just start kind of checking. If there's looters, we'll pop out. Looter. Watch out for Slavic ninjas. Whew. Okay. Let's actually see how well I can fare against one of the Slavic ninjas. Maybe I can get something neat while I'm here. Just give looting a shot. Now that I've gone out of my way to purchase a gun. Those pills kind of suck. But I'll take them if I need them. I think it's more likely that I'll sell them. The neomycenium is almost not worth the space it takes up. Ooh. That could have been more dangerous. I should watch out. There could still be another looter in the house. I checked these guys, right? Not this one. Not that I had much. Not really being smart and swatting these places. Or at least this place. Yeah, I have to be careful because if I don't nail that shot, it's kind of bad for me. Okay. So I'll go back to the original plan of checking houses, seeing if there's looters in them. If there's no looters, then that's probably the house I'm looking for. That was tight. Also, this thing keeps happening with this window where it's bringing the stream to the front and hiding my chat in OBS. Don't know what's causing it. Really putting the looters right on front. Okay. I feel like I never see looters like this. Or they're just standing right at the entrance. Yeah, usually they gotta come from around a corner and down the stairs or what have. Yep. Yeah, just had to double check. I mean, the music started playing, so I should have known. I'll check this house. This one seems a little bit far. Get in here. If this plan doesn't pan out, I'll come back later. Since this is, of course, optional. Very unlikely to be here. What about this one? Any chance? Okay, I think we may have found the bachelor. Oh. This is unexpected. Okay. Okay. I didn't expect them to start attacking me. Well. This has got to be where the bachelor is, though, to have a unique encounter like that. Okay. Well, I'm glad I have, a Derringer. Okay, you're dead. Just backpedal into a window. Oh, none of them gonna have loot. No, nothing in here. Gotta watch out. I have a feeling that there's going to be more people when I get upstairs. Those needles are good. If I ever bump into a kid with schmouters. Needles for days. Okay. Bachelor, where are you? Okay, be ready for there to be more people. Found you. Bachelor.
This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
We got some actual decisions. You're exactly who I'm looking for. The girl of notable peculiarity. What is it in your eyes? Those tears? Today must be a bad day for one of us. Stay here, Bachelor. Don't go anywhere. That's all I wanted to tell you. Why in the world? There's an ambush waiting for you by the exit. 20 or even 30 muggers. You're alone. Your henchmen are gone. I'll make them leave in 2 or 3 hours. I'll stay put for some time, don't you fret. I'm not fretting, Bachelor. There's nothing for me to fret about now. I found the Bachelor, but decided to not disturb him. I wonder how much Haruspix will pay to learn the location of his enemy. Okay, we'll loot the last of this place. Anything in here to... yeah, these. Because you could get peanuts.
Should I just give up?
Probably. That's what I would suggest to you, Bachelor. Give up. It's about time to close up. I think I'm gonna make my way to Aglaya. Talk to her. Yeah, go home, Bachelor. Go home and be a family man. But yeah, we're gonna see Aglaya and close up for the night. By the way, I think you've probably heard me complain multiple times about of a slight audio buzzing. It's something related. Am I full up on trash? Fuck kerosene. Although crowbars are going to be pretty... Crowbars never really have that good a value, except for the fact that you can consistently get them. The razors, that's the real stuff. The Molotovs are probably the worst of the drops. Anyway. I believe the source of the buzzing is actually my mouse. I think it's tangled up with some of the audio cables, and it's causing just a little bit of, you know, interference. I think a little bit of capacitance is being picked up between the mouse cable and the audio cords, and causes a light buzzing noise. I could still be wrong, but I had noticed last night, yeah, my mouse, that when I move the mouse, it gets noticeably louder. I spent some time just like listening to the buzzing, because I noticed it when I was just sort of, you know, browsing a web page, and took a moment to really sort of listen to it. So, I'll have to go behind my computer at some point and untwist some cables and see if that gets the buzzing to go. Honestly, even if it's not the mouse, untwisting cables could be exactly what my audio mixer needs. Oh, I got very disoriented for a moment there. I was thinking I was behind the Crucible. I thought I crossed the North Bridge. So, and when we start back up, I do have a theory as to where my sister is. And I know, let's So, okay, there's not too many double houses. This is a double house, this is a double house, this and this. And, added benefit, we know that whatever house he's in is probably going to have a bunch of butchers in it who want to attack me, so I should still be prepared for that. And I think I'll tell Haruspix where the Bachelor's hiding. Alright, Aglaia.
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
You've showed up. Well done. Today's mission is going to be dangerous, my dear. More dangerous than yesterday's one, at any rate. What will you task me with today? You've mesmerized people before, with quite some success. This really speaks in support of your being exceptional. Today, you're going to test your powers on a monster. You'll meet Oyen, the foreman of the abattoir. Another wicked criminal? Judging by what I've managed to find out, he's elbow-deep, nay, shoulder-deep in blood. An amazing specimen of irredeemable sin. He has no concept of mercy, no conscience. Come to think of it, I'm not sure he has a soul at all. Yeah, I mean, I remember from the Haruspix campaign. Guy's an asshole. I'm glad I punched him to death. Though I am interested, am I going to get him executed as Changeling? No, I can't get him executed. He's won my bound. It's just interesting because he gets executed in the Bachelor campaign. What if I do find a soul in him? You can try. I think it would be an exercise in futility. It will be another small miracle then. Find out whether he's guilty. Also try to assess how much of a threat he is. A threat to what? To whom, rather? To the one you will have a lot of dealings with. To sum it up, I will need a psychological portrait of this being. Gain his trust. Learn as much as you can. Aren't you afraid that I could deceive you? I'm not. I would learn a great deal more of what I need to know from your deceit than from your honesty, with a few added touches to your own portrait. By the way, let me tell you a little secret about yourself. The first key to unraveling your mystery. You're entirely incapable of deceit. I'm capable, alright? I lie all the fucking time. Yeah. Yeah, just go around being saintly and forgiving all these sinners. Because some of these people have been pretty bad. You know, especially I was surprised to find out that Bad Grief straight up is running the murderers in the streets. Does that mean I'm a mistress? The only one around who could be described as a mistress is, at the present moment, me. How am I to get inside the abattoir? These passages open and close at random, as if controlled by a kind of paranormal sphincter. It looks like a hole, but no human can get through. The mental barrier is impassable even to me. That's a fun way to say the loading zone is closed. So what am I supposed to do? Find a girl at the termitary who goes by the name of Mother Superior. Come up with something to make her let you pass. I suppose you'd handle a small child without any difficulty. I don't know, that girl's a freak. Paranormal Sphincter, new band name. That's a good handle too. I'm gonna start a new Twitter account called Paranormal Sphincter. However, I wouldn't advise you try your spells on her. She's stepborn, and a special kind of stepborn. Not a good idea. I'll think of something. Okay. The town, its entrails. She acts as if she were conducting a chemical experiment. First, she has tested whether I mix well with people. Now she is curious if I mix well with the town itself. Goliath seems to think that the town is formed by 3 major substances. I'm going to start with the one at the very bottom. The road to the abattoir has to pass through the termitary. Alright. Pop outside, do a save. Let's check the map. Oh, we got the bull. Let's see, so, on my way to the termitary, I'll be able to find Haruspix out here, and get Haruspix and Bachelor into a fight together. Beyond that, though, this day is seeming pretty straightforward. Also, my theory is that my sister's going to be here, because this district has stayed plagued 2 days in a row, and that's very abnormal. So I think that's a good bet as to where my sister is. Maybe you're supposed to do a little bit of sleuthing to figure out where your sister is and goes. And perhaps the first day that she moves, you can really only find her with luck. I don't know if you can hear my voice is slowly giving out. And I kind of want to keep going, but we already got to save. But I really shouldn't. I want to get some decent rest. Here we go. Crack some of this. Yeah, I want to get some decent rest, because I'm also kind of tempted to finish my Prince of Persia review tonight, because I probably could, and the stuff that I want to add probably could be added in about an hour, and then I need to do some reviews, actually render it, watch the rendered version, check for errors, and then post it. But instead, I think I'm going to focus on trying to get slightly better sleep tonight, relax a little bit more, and have a slightly better day tomorrow of it. Even if I work late, especially because I ain't got nowhere to be on Fridays right now, so I can go crazy late on Thursday if I want to. I mean, if I get high enough on working on things, if I get deep into the autism, I might even start writing for Dark Seed. Same day, maybe. No, I really can't start writing for Darkseid until I go and recollect footage. I need to go and do a full run through of the game, just get a guide. Do the same thing I did with Princess Tomato, where I just got a guide that says everything to do, and I just do it, record it, and it'll give me a good refresher. Not that, I'll be honest, there's not a lot to talk about for Darkseid 2. The game sucks. The game's pretty bad. Really, the only entertainment value it has is someone sitting there riffing on it, you know? Beyond a sort of Noah Antweiler style live riff or even scripted of that game, there's not a lot of value to it. It's pretty low quality as far as a point and click game goes. Anyway, though, that's it for the night, and I'll be closing it out. Live to ride.